So we finally made it. The much anticipated first episode of the Farming Simulator 2015 series is upon us. And first of all, we are driving a mighty futuristic vehicle, which drives very, very quickly, as you can tell, almost 100 kilometers an hour. And it can traverse the map very, very quickly. It's called the Gekko utility vehicle. Excellent for drifting and even better for driving halfway across the map in mighty quick time. So grand total comes up to a $22,000, which is not very much when it comes to the grander scheme of things, but that's not where it really shines. Of course, it's pretty much like a normal vehicle in the game. It's got a lot of functionality. Best thing about it that I like is the multitude of camera angles. You've got the inside, and then you've got the side, and then of course you've got the top as well, which gives you, no matter which way you prefer, you can drive in whatever way you prefer. I obviously prefer this way, but of course, if you want to drive inside, it is futuristic after all, so it might seem a little bit off-putting. Hopefully it won't be too bad for you guys. We've even got 3 gears for reversing, which is pretty crazy, but then again, it does go very, very quickly. So you can download it in the link down below. There'll be links for all of these mods down here. What we can do as well is open up the front. If we do it right, this is the back, sorry. So we can open up the back. There we go. Just like that. And we can also have a look at the engine for you rev heads out there. You can open that up. You can even drive around like this. I wonder what it'd look like inside. Yes, obviously you can't really drive around with too much visibility like that. But nevertheless, if you want to drive like that, you're more than welcome to. It's pretty easy to control everything. Let's just make sure we get this down right. There we go. Obviously has the dirt models as well, so it's just like any typical harvester or anything like that. It does get very dirty the more you drive it. Alright, so on to the next mod, and no, I have not gotten myself confused. This has to do with the second mod. As you can see, it is not the pickup truck, it is the baling technology that we have over here. It's called a Kuhn VB2190, but we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone and show off that this utility vehicle can actually attach implements to it, which is quite nifty. It can drive just as quick. I do like how that little thing over here also drops down once we disattach it from the vehicle, which is pretty cool. But of course we can turn up the pickup or put it back down if we want, and then of course turn it on. There we go. And now we can just go ahead and start baling. Let's go turn on the autopilot or cruise control, more rather. We aren't playing flight sim or anything like that, but let's go ahead and do this. As you can see down in the bottom, we've got 70% of the bale done. It poops them out. It's very nice and round. It is a round bale, so if you're not into the round bales, I personally don't like the round bales. I find them much harder to control, like the much squarer ones, because they're very, very easy to pick up, but I guess they're not as big. Here we go. About to poop it out. Let's make sure we get the best angle for it. 97, 98, 100%. All right, it's going to stop any moment now. It should at least. Oh wait, we got to press O to unload the baler. There we go. Can't remember doing that myself, but actually that is why, because I have turned off the HUD, and it turns off with the button O. So hopefully that made sense. Now on to the next mod. This one is not a new vehicle or anything like that. It is actually a productivity mod. If I bring it up here we go. So we've got 36 chickens, as you can see on the top right. And it's just a reminder to check up on your animals, see how much they've done, and just so you can go ahead and not get too confused. So if we speed time up right up, hopefully the chickens actually start laying some eggs. God knows how long it takes. There we go. We've got 1 egg already. Now, I haven't really played in Westbridge Hills, so let's disattach this and off we go. There we go. Haven't played in Westbridge Hills, so I'm not quite sure where everything is, but it does follow along roughly in the same style as it did last game. Here we go with all these chickens. Now we're just going to go find them. Let's see, where could this egg be? It's a massive game of hide and seek. Here it is. I've got 2 eggs though. Do I just run over it? Do I pick it up somehow? Who knows? Let's just shine a light on it. Anyways, we'll leave it because that's not the point of this video. But it is pretty useful to go ahead and to just check up on your cows. As you can see, there's a lot of information there. You're seeing how much silage and mixed rations you've got, how much manure and milk in the milk tank you've got. So that's also very, very useful. Alright, and the final mod of this episode is the Flygel slurry tanker. As we can see over here, we're right next to the cow slurry machine, so we can go ahead and fill ourselves up with full of shit. I guess slurry is just a nice way of saying it. So let's go fill it up. Obviously, it didn't take long because we're only 2% filled, and we'll just go up to any random field and we'll turn it on. So instead of fertilizing, obviously you can be much more efficient and use what the cows produce. So obviously we don't own this field, and it does go away pretty quickly, just like that. But it is a pretty nifty thing to be able to use. Anyways, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first little episode. Of course, there aren't too many mods that are absolutely amazing just yet. There'll be a lot more, no doubt, in the coming months and weeks. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the rest of the series, and make sure you leave a like to indicate that you do want to see more.